up, guys? Welcome back to another reading tale on chimicomics. My name is Riley.
I'm Wyatt.
We're going to be covering the question,
Book 2.
The Deaths of Vic Sage. And like Wyatt said, this is book 2. So we've already covered book 1. That was like, 2 months ago about?
So
it's been a while.
this is only coming out every other month, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
this is by Jeff Lemire and Dennis Cowan. And the legendary Bill Sienkiewicz is doing the inks.
it is very good.
It is very good. Honestly, I haven't read much by Jeff Lemire, but what I have read, I'm not usually a big fan. This is good stuff, though. So I definitely recommend checking it out. This is $6.99. I can't remember if there's going to be 3 or 4 of these. I think it's 3. But they are oversized. Like, they're wider than a regular comic.
It's like a magazine size.
Yeah, and it's really high quality, too. It's a nice book. So, issue 1 left off on a cliffhanger, and now we are in 1886 Hub City. And you can see by the cover, he has the 6-shooters, the duster.
The hat.
Yep, cowboy hat.
It is cowboy issue time.
Yeah.
And in DC, we kept expecting Jonah Hex to show up, but he didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't in this at all. So it basically kicks off for some reason he's trying to forge something. I don't even know what he's making. Do you?
Maybe the axe.
Could be.
He's going over his past.
Yeah,
and it's not good.
It starts off with him going like, "There's evil in the world, and it's because of me." Some of it, you know.
Yeah, he's like, I know that there's evil in the world because I've been it, pretty much.
Yeah.
He rode with the cavalry during Manifest Destiny and all, fought in the Comanche campaigns, which means he killed a whole bunch of men, women, and children. And it gets some very graphic panels.
Yeah, there's one where he's like
scalps a woman.
Scalping a woman right there. So it gets pretty intense. And it starts off with this black man trying to buy an axe in the store, and the guy won't sell it to him. And he says, "Well, you got to. That's the law." And the guy's like, "No, I'm not selling to you." And Victor, his name's Victor Zaz. He walks in and says, "I'll take a hammer." And he's like, "All right." And then he says, "I'll take that axe too. I need an axe." So he buys that, and then outside he hands it to him. And the guy invites him to dinner, and he declines. But you've got this scene where it flips back between him and the guy and his wife having dinner and going to bed, and Victor is just kind of laying there thinking about all the horrors he's been exposed to and committed.
Yeah, he's not really sleeping much. And then
the sheriff and these other guys break in and arrest
Irvin,
his name's Irvin Booker. Because there's been a murder of the shopkeeper with the axe. And you've got all these people accusing the guy of killing him, and even the town preacher says this guy did it. He says he saw him sneak back into the shop with an axe. And we'll find out later that this preacher guy is not actually who you think he is.
And he's the devil.
Yeah, pretty much. But Victor sees what's happening because they're both staying in the same hotel thing, and he goes to help him. He grabs 2 horses. They're about to hang Irving in front of his wife, and Victor shoots the gallows and the rope that's holding him. There you go. And he's riding with 2 horses. So gives Irving one of the horses.
And Irvin's wife hops on with him, and they're riding out, and the preacher's like, "That man Vic, he's evil, Sheriff. Yeah. Evil's that African-American gentleman."
Yeah, he's like, "It's God's will to kill this man, Sheriff."
So they head on after him, So we got a good old-fashioned Western.
They catch up, and Irving's wife gets shot right in the head.
Yep. And unlike the courier from Fallout New Vegas, she doesn't get up.
Yeah. But they have a shootout. Booker also gets shot. And then Victor is about to die, but an Indian woman saves him. And
she doesn't look like an Indian.
Yeah.
But I think she was raised by a medicine man.
Yep.
So she's asking if he's Charlie after she saves him, and he gets up when she shows up and starts shooting too. So they take down the guys after him.
And then it keeps like flashing back between the cave where issue 1 left off and what's happening now. So he doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, and she's asking if he's Charlie, and he's like, I have no idea.
Who is Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the art there. It's really cool. But eventually he wakes up in that cave with her, and she's telling him about the man with 1,000 faces. She's like, did you see him? And he's like, yes.
The preacher.
I think. He said there was an evil man who's like a preacher. And she's like, yeah, he's the devil pretty much. And he does reveal that his first name is Charles.
Well, no, isn't his middle name?
Which lines up with her prophecy.
He says
Charles Victor Zaz.
Okay.
Yep. And she gives him his face thing,
which is the question has this faceless mask, and she gives it to him. And she lets him go, and he stumbles onto this farm to this boy, and he's like, water. He's like, but mister, you ain't got no face.
Water.
Horse. He's like, I need to kill the devil, kid. I need a horse.
He goes back, he rides back into town and kills the sheriff and everybody there that was trying to kill Irving Booker.
That was 6 shots.
Yeah. And who was he chasing here? He was chasing somebody on a horse.
Probably the preacher.
Or no, maybe he was being chased. I think that's him running away. Okay. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he goes into
a mine shaft, yeah.
And
I'm pretty sure in this panel here is a flash to him, his next.
Yeah, this
persona.
is the 40s question. He's got that suit on. And he hears a voice calling out to him, and it's Irving Booker. He's like, but you're not him. And he turns into the preacher again.
And he goes, I am everyone.
Shot in the face. But then he wakes up in 1941.
And he's like a private eye.
He's like, was that a dream? Was this a dream?
Is this the real
But he's like
life?
writing down notes like you do when sometimes you wake up from a nightmare.
Is this just fantasy?
And
Caught in
then it shows the
the
cityscape right there of Hope City.
Then we see the face
Yep.
from the last issue that he saw in that building.
And then they also throw in these little pencil sketches. I've
which
noticed.
are cool.
They do that for some other Black Label titles too. I know the Curse of the White Knight that's going on right now. That they do that in those books too. So overall, I really enjoyed this issue.
Yeah, I did too.
I don't know. I mean, I give it like an 8, 8.5. Not a lot happened, but it was like fun action, you know.
Wouldn't exactly call it fun action, but it was good action.
Well, fair enough. But I did enjoy it a lot. I'm excited to see what issue 3 is going to be like, because I do like the whole 40s vibe, you know. So that'll be fun.
He's gonna be punching Nazis.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like that one version of Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the question. Book 2, Book 3 will be here fairly soon, hopefully. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Right on out of here, partner.